it's kind of made me realize that pain is temporary, and like in a way running kind of mirrors life, where you have to work towards a goal to like get something out of it. So yes, the first few runs or the first few minutes of a run will be painful because you need to warm up and get used to running, or like in life you need to take the first few steps to learn something, but eventually you'll get the hang of it, and then if you stick at it, you will probably be rewarded. My name is Ethan Warner. I'm currently a 4th year UBC student. I'm originally from Hong Kong, but I moved to Canada in 2021 to attend university. I think my dad in particular, because he's a very sporty person, and his job is a personal trainer, so running has always been a big part of his life, and I think his passion has also like transferred to me in some way. Well, I guess my first race was in like sports day, in like I guess primary, or probably like secondary school, like high school. So I used to do like running around a track, so like 400 meters I was pretty good at. And I remember the first few 400 meters I'd be super nervous. Like I'd always yawn before the race, and I'd like kind of feel my heart pumping a lot, because I was like, oh no, this is gonna be painful, because 400 meters, it's like not an all-out, it's like pretty much an all-out sprint for the whole lap. So you can't really start slow, but you can't start too quick, because if you start too quick, then you will eventually lose energy, and like the last 100 meters is just pure pain and like lactic acid. So that's not good. Physically is pretty important, so especially if it's like a long race, like not a sprint, so maybe like a kilometer or more, obviously, like 5 or 10k or longer. You want to ease off like a week before, like don't run as much, because you don't want your legs to be too tired. Make sure you are stretched before. So before the race you want to do a warm-up, and make sure you have some form of a meal before, but not too big of a meal, because if it's too big then your stomach might be upset. But mentally, I just say have a positive mindset and just feel like you can go and conquer whatever kind of goals you might have in that run. So like have a go-get-it attitude, I'd say. I guess sometimes you don't, the main thing is consistency with running, and I guess with like many things in life. So sometimes, some days you just don't feel like it, but you just have to have the willpower, or like remind yourself of like why it's beneficial or why you want to run. That can go a long way to like convince yourself, like, oh, if I don't run, will I regret it in the future? Or if I run afterwards, will I feel like satisfied and content, like happy that I made this decision to run? So I just think about those questions, and that means I'm more likely to run than if I did not think of those. I guess my ultimate goal would be, so my dad, he's from South Africa, and it's a very famous race in South Africa called the Comrades. It's an ultra marathon. I think it's about 90 kilometers. He's done it, I think, 3 times, I think. And a lot of my granddad's done it So I definitely want to experience that as well, because it's also a very big event, and people from all around the world travel. I think there's usually about 20 to 30,000 runners. So like it's a big challenge, and
Happy but tired.
the longest I've ran in a race is a half marathon, so that's 21, not 90, so it's a big step up, but that would be my ultimate goal, I'd say.